morning. Probably all backlit because that's where the light is from today. It's also actually not sunrise. It is sunrise now, but the sun has not already risen, which is surprising to me, as I thought I'd be racing against it, much worse in my favor. I left a little later than I wanted to. It took me a little bit longer getting ready this morning than I was expecting, but I'm kind of sore, kind of stiff. Just very quickly, because this is supposed to be wildlife focused, and we'll get to it in just a second. I just increased what I was doing for working out, and now I'm sore. Surprise. I upped the weight and started doing different exercises, working different muscles, meaning I'm very sore. So it took me a few minutes, and then I went, oh yeah, I didn't get gas the last time when I was out, so I need to get gas on my way, which put me further and further out. And so I thought, oh, I'm going to be... The sun was rising at 6 a.m. the last time I was out. Well, it's 6:15 and it's just starting, so actually not bad. We're almost there. Back out in Boulder today. Same place as last time. I'm not trying to hide its location or anything necessarily, because it's, like I said, the last time it's pretty well known. There's another spot right there that I drove past the last time I was out. I found it on the Audubon Society, so it's not like it's a hidden gem or a secret or anything like that. It is a well-known place as far as that goes, and I expect there will probably be people out here fishing. They're probably already here, judging on the last time I came. But we should have better sun today. It might not be clouds at all. It kind of looks like a full sky. So
in a quarter mile, turn right.
Thank you. We'll see. It will be interesting to see how this works out, because it might not be. I'll get a little bit of good sunlight here, some golden hour, and then full blast with no clouds to kind of diffuse it or anything.
Take
so
the next right.
Right here? Nope. That can't be it. Here. I've been here once. Thankfully nobody behind me. Yep, there it is. Big open signs for the park. Trailhead. And away we go.
In a quarter mile, your destination will be on the right.
Appreciate it. That's enough of you. We are doing a return to something I haven't done in a while. We've been kind of focusing on still photos the last few times. And so it's time for video again. Does that help? Whoop. Focus. Rabbit just ran across the road. It made it to the other side. It was ahead of my car, but eyes on road at all times. Oh, another little rabbit. Where are you going? Okay. Rabbits out by the side of the road. One of them darted across a minute ago, and the other one just kind of ran right along there. So yeah, I'm gonna do video. We scoped it out. We checked out some places last time we were out here walking with the still photos, and today I'm going to go back to, I think the pond, there's quite a lot of them here, but I think I might be able to get the angle of the sun. Oh yeah, geez. Now that one was here last time too. Does this person come out every weekend? They just very well might. There's already 3 cars out here at 5 a.m. And by the time I was leaving, it was fully packed, so busy spot. For sure. That's a little close. Let's let people walk through. There we go. All right, anyway. Yeah, I'm going to be doing video today. So I brought the whole kit and caboodle for the video portion of what we are going to be doing. And I'll go over all that in a future video. I've already got that planned. I just have to make a time and actually sit down and type it up, write it out, record it, stuff like that. But anyway, let's go see what we can see. The last time we were out here, the one that I'm talking about, I started talking about the pond. I think where the sun is coming from, I need to verify once I actually get out there, because it's currently behind me, so it'll be coming like that. I think that means I can stand at one of the edges on this side to get some sunlight on the subjects. We'll see. Kingfishers. I saw kingfishers last time. I saw all kinds of stuff. I haven't actually gotten to edit any of that yet. It's been kind of busy, but hopefully we'll see some more good stuff today, and there'll be video. Let's go. Up. Now we're recording audio. Good time. Good stuff. Yeah, that's really good. So, right off the bat, I went and set up over by the pond where I saw kingfishers last time. And I did wind up seeing them again, but the first thing off the bat, I saw something moving in the water and went, oh, what is that? Huge turtles. Like, massive. I'll have to see how big they actually look on the camera, because they seemed really big, looking through the binoculars and looking at them, like, just absolutely massive. And then you could see where their shell was, and then they've got very long neck, snapping turtles, I assume. I don't actually know the different species of turtles besides a snapping turtle, a box turtle, probably more. But yeah, that, whew. Good stuff. Good. How did I manage to pick the parking spot that would have somebody pulling up right as I go to record and somebody else taking their sweet time leaving as I'm trying to record? Distracting. Anyway, pretty sure snapping turtles, yeah, that's good. Then for a while there, we were watching an osprey, saw it fly up, land on a branch, got the camera on it. Turns out it had a fish, so I watched it have its breakfast. It ate little bits at a time until it just swallowed the whole thing whole. That was really cool to see. Let's see, watched another here or there, a couple waterfowl, some things like that, nothing else. There was some kingfisher, watched kingfisher for a while, was hoping to watch it take off. That was what I sat there hoping to get the osprey, which I wasn't fully ready, so I bumped the camera as I was grabbing the controls for it. That's kind of, you either sit there the entire time, but it's like a half an hour, ready to move at a moment's notice, or as soon as you go, all right, it's not moving yet, let me just stretch and then go back. And of course, during a stretch is when it moves. But the point is, I don't remember what the point is. Watched the kingfisher for a while, we got to do that, but then by that point, it's been about 3 hours. I discovered a few things. I need more batteries. I think I have 4, so enough for a full refresh on one of the cameras. I'm going to need to pick up probably 2 more, especially because it drains the battery even faster when I'm using this, as it turns out. But this works really well as an external monitor. Once you figure out how everything works on it, which I highly recommend if you're going to do something like that, test all of that stuff first before you just go out into the field and try to put it into practice. I should have done that, and I didn't. It's not perfect. I plugged it in and thought, oh, it's going to limit me to 1080, but I want to do 4K. That's not great. And then I plugged it back in and played with it a little bit more after the osprey, before the osprey landed, but after I was done looking at the turtles, so that I was in between something and I started playing with it more. And I can output, thankfully, outputting through USB-C at 1080/60 works quite well, and then I get a good clear image as an external, having a secondary monitor. Super useful. Then I can record off the camera. I just have to go in and change the settings, which again, all of this could have been discovered if I had done it at home first the way I should have and thought about and then forgot. I typically do try out everything at home first to make sure that it functions before you get out in the field and go, all right, time to learn. But I completely forgot about checking this. Super useful. It does require me to get more batteries. I wouldn't typically need that because I could just plug my camera into a battery bank that I have, which will last all day and then some. And I could also plug my phone if I needed to. But if I'm using that USB-C cable, which would be my power delivery for those, I can't do that. So it will last and it will work until I can get enough money to buy an external monitor, like a good one, which is probably $600 or $800. So that'll be a while. But this works well. This will work for now. I like it. I'm glad. This is why I bought this phone, because I saw that was a function of it. I thought it was going to be limited once I plugged it in the first time, and it was like, oh, you can only do 1080. It was like, oh, this is going to make me limit what I can record off the camera to 1080 as well. No, I can record in the 4K 60 that I want off of that. It just outputs here, which is perfectly fine. I don't need more than that for a monitor. I just need to have a second thing that I can see as a bigger screen for one thing, and so that I can put functions on one and have a clear view out the other, so I can go back and forth between them when I'm looking, which is extremely useful. Very happy with that. So hopefully the footage came out. I think everything was good. Saw some good stuff today. Really happy about that. Some new toys that I've now tested and tried out, and I'm glad we got to do a little bit of video again. I've got some other plans to do stuff. The location is not the most ideal for audio, but I did have the whole audio setup going, so hopefully we heard some of the birds, even some. While I'm watching the kingfisher, I hear the geese come in for a landing, and they're making all kinds of geese racket, as they do. And then it gets even more intense, and I look out of I'm not looking through the viewfinder at this point, but essentially the viewfinder, looking at the monitors, and I stop looking at the kingfisher, which I'm just sitting, waiting, hoping it'll take off from a branch, and I look over at the geese, and the geese are full-on fighting, like grabbing each other's neck and just going at it with that stuff. So I tried to pivot the camera as quickly as I could over to there to see what I could capture from a geese fight. We might have got a little bit, and then it was definitely time to go. Not only was I getting hot and putting on multiple layers of sunscreen to try to keep from getting burned, but the camera was overheating. I kept having to turn it off because we were just sitting in direct sunlight and recording at 4K 60, which really pushes this camera to its limit. But good stuff, good time, happy to do it, everything. Now I go home and edit. Until next time. Oh, I have granola bars in my pocket. I forgot about that. Snack time.